Hello, it's Vidas Pinkevicius, and in this video I'll be composing a two-part chorale prelude for organ, and this chorale prelude will be based on the tune Before Jehovah's Awful Throne. The hymn tune will be present in the upper part. This tune, also known as Old 100 tune, is a very popular tune, and the very first thing we have to do is, of course, to listen to it and to know how it sounds. Okay, let me do that for you. Let's listen. Here it go. So, the first thing after listening is to add a harmonic outline or intervals in the bass part or in the left hand. And I'll use dotted quarter notes basically throughout, like that, because you see it's a 6/8 meter. It's a compound triple meter, and there are two dotted half notes per measure, as you can see. So most of the time that will be note against note harmonic outline, and 2-on-1 when there is dotted half note present. For example, in the first measure we'll have two notes in the left hand part, and I'll use sweet sounding thirds and sixths, intervals of thirds and sixths, and also octaves whenever possible, and sometimes fifths when it's necessary. So here we go, let's try. Okay, then we start with an octave, of course, because it's the G major key. We need to have a G in the bass at first. It's our tonic note. And then how about adding a sixth here, a third here, a third again, third. Whenever you see parallel motion downward or upward in these in the hymn tune, like in measure 2 or 3, you can add the same intervals in the left hand part. That's called parallel motion, and parallel thirds sound very nice. Then 6, and then third, then third again, and a fifth. And the cadence fifth is appropriate here, and G will be a third. Okay, let's do one octave lower here, a third again, octave, because it's the start of the phrase, and then D will be a 6. Okay, third, 6, third, but downward. You see the soprano goes upward right here from G to C, so the bass goes downward. It's a contrary motion, very nice. Okay, then a 6. Okay, 6 again, third, and a fifth. It's a cadence, fifth is appropriate. And then a third. Okay, here a 6, and then a third, again a third, a 6, an octave, and a third with D and F sharp, and then perhaps a 6, and a third again, and how about a 6, and then would be a 5th appropriate at the beginning of the phrase. Or I'll take it back, maybe a 6 would be nicer here. How about a 6 later on? Okay, a third again, and then we'll add a third, a 6, yes, now a 6, a third, a 5th, an octave lower. So we finish with that. Okay, so once we know our harmonic outline, now we are ready to take the next to add. Okay, let's change that. Let's change that to 8 notes, like that. Here we go. Our Sibelius software can do that with one mouse click. So now I just have to fill in these blanks, these rests. That's it. Okay, we start with G and then like that, like that. It's a sequence. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, maybe, just maybe, since the soprano goes downward from G to F sharp, right? Maybe the bass is nicer if we go upward, like that, like from B. Like that. Like that. And then we just filling in the blanks here. Yes. How about like that? G, B, A, B, D, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, D, F sharp. Now, so now we can have this one. Now, how about adding maybe back up, let's here, and F sharp, like that. F sharp, G, F sharp, E, C, B, A, C, D, E, D, E, F sharp, G, like that, straight line. Now from below we are approaching. from above. We are watching out. I have to avoid diminished and augmented intervals, basically tritones. So whenever I'm approaching an interval like that, it would be nicer from below here, because the motion in the right hand part is descending, so I could use ascending motion in the bass. But look what happens like that. F sharp to C, it's a tritone, diminished, augmented fourth, basically it's forbidden. So we can use other way. Okay. Okay. Straight line downward, straight line upward, downward, downward, upward. Now let's move this page a little bit so that we can see better. Okay, downward, upward, approaching F sharp. Okay, the bass can go downward now because a soprano goes upward. Straight line upward. How about this way? At the end, we can use arpeggiated figure, arpeggio, notes of G major chord. G, D, and B, straight downward. And finish, of course, with dotted quarter note. So, how about this way? And now let's back up a little bit and listen to the entire chorale prelude. So that's how it would sound. I think it sounds quite nice, so we can leave it like that without any editing. But now it's your turn first to practice this chorale prelude. For beginner students, for beginner organists, I recommend practicing hands separately, parts separately, playing the soprano part and then later the bass part. For basic level students, I recommend 3 exercises with this. Play the hands together, right hand and left hand, then play right hand and the bass part played by the pedals. The bass will be very quite interestingly moving part with pedals, and the third version will be left hand and the pedals together. For intermediate level students, I recommend transposing this exercise into the key of A major. A major is the key with 3 sharps, so basically that's a whole tone or a whole step up, major second upwards. And then for advanced level students, how about transposing the entire exercise into the key of B major with 5 sharps. And remember to practice also 3 dispositions: hands together, right hand and pedals, and then left hand and pedals together. And always aim for at least 3 correct and fluent repetitions of this exercise of each step in a row. So thanks for watching, and if you want more information about organ practice and organ training, go ahead and visit my site Secrets of Organ Playing, where you can get free organ playing advice and training by email delivered to you to your email inbox. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.